Hello friends, we are here for our Facebook Live this week. My name is Kay Cogbill and my business is called papermadeprettier.com. I'm always happy to stamp with you every Wednesday at 1 Central Time. I was a little behind today. But I make pretty projects every Wednesday at 1 Central. So today we are working with our Otterly amazing stamp set and dies to make this really adorable wow card with all of our otters as the stars. We are going, this stamp set is on the online exclusives. And so if you're not a happy shopper, it is now available. They are now available for you to purchase. We were able to purchase these about a month early just from being a happy shopper. But they are now available to the public. And when that happens, a lot of things tend to go pretty fast. So I would not advise that you wait on that. And stay tuned to the end because I have a whole stack of cute cards made with these online exclusive items. All right, so for this card, you're going to start honestly with any color card base. It looks like I used basic beige here, but I'm going to use basic white thick here. Actually, my chair smashed down onto this card, so it's very bent. But what you're going to use for this background paper is the Otterly Amazing Designer paper. I'm going to pull it out here to show you. And there are two pieces in the pack. It's our typical designer paper pack with double-sided, two sheets of double-sided designs. But these are our cute little otters, and you've got dies that cut out these otters of different configurations. And so let's see, these guys, this one cuts out this group, okay, and then I think that's the ones that are die cut on this page. And then this page you're gonna be able to cut out this guy and also this guy. So you're gonna want to get the dies so that you can easily cut out the otters. And then this teeny otter you can cut out with this die. Fantastic. Okay, so those are your little die cut pages. You've also got a page that looks like water, and this is a balmy blue version, but there's also a, I'll show you, there's a gray version. We're going to use this in a minute. This is a cute page that you could really use for cards, but also for scrapbooking with its cute little patterns there. This is a little seaweed pattern. And this one on the back of it has the pool party. I love this little seaweed pattern with more otters. Anyway, it's just the best. I have multiple packs here because I've already made lots of cards with it. But I'm going to start with this page that's balmy blue. This one is the pool party version. So I was initially looking at this die in the package, and I was like, I have no idea what that is. I thought maybe it cut out like, made a wave, but what it does is it makes a slit. So I've already cut this, run this through the die cut machine. But you can see it makes this slit here, and then I turned it around to make this slit here. Okay, so it basically just makes these cute little slits in your card base. So that's how that die works. If you were wondering, now you don't have to wonder anymore. All right, so let us grab, we need this otter, this otter, this otter, and these otters. So let's go to our pieces and find our otters. I think this piece is gonna have our duo. So the way I deal with this is I will find the little piece that I'm cutting and I will just rough cut around it. give enough space around the elements there that it doesn't cut too close. So that's the one I'm getting from this page. And then I'm going to find my other otters on this page. All right, so I'm going to cut one of these little otters, but also this little sideways otter. And then the other otter I'm cutting is this one that's kind of got a little U-shaped tail. So 1, 2, 3, 4 otter groupings. And who knows, what if I cut them all at once? That would be fabulous. All right, so let's get our machine here. And we have our plates. All right, so let's get it set up. We have this little guy, these guys, and then these guys. And I might be able to cut them all at once. Okay, so we have this die. Now, this is a good time to grab your Post-it note tape. So we're going to line that up, put down a little tape. Then we're going to grab our teeny otter die. Get a little, I guess I need to go ahead and get my tapes ready. I'll get 3 ready. This stuff I found it on Amazon, it's great. All right, our teeny otter. He's so little. He's just a little baby. And then we have our double otters here. They're hugging. And we go to the zoo a lot, Hope and I, and we love the otters. They're so playful. When you can catch them playing, you can watch them for hours. They are so fun. So if you ever end up at the zoo, definitely check on the otters because they're the cutest. And they like to play in pairs. Like they don't just walk around and hang out by themselves. Like they're pretty playful. All right, so first we're going to cut out all these otters, and then we have a few more elements to cut out. We'll do all that next. So this card will use a lot of die cuts. So we have 1 otter, 2, 3, and 4. Well, technically 5, because this one has 2. All right, so, oh, I cut those perfectly, all 4. Thank you. Great job. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out a few more things with these dies. I've got a little piece of pecan pie. I'm going to use this die that cuts out a little piece of wood. And then I honestly was like, I wonder what this sheet does. It was this color, and I was like kind of puzzled by it. But I noticed that that would be the perfect thing, and actually because I was looking on what Stampin' Up! Did to cut out these rocks. So you've got little dies that cut out rocks. And then I've got some dies in here that cut out a bunch of fish. And we're going to use a little piece of Calypso coral for our fish. And then I've got some seaweed fronds. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to use these 2 and this. So brown, green, green, green. Okay. Let's get our scraps of paper here. And I'm just going to cut out some little snips of these scraps. cut out these fronds. Okay, I don't know if I can get all these on here, but I'm sure heck gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna use a sticker for that just because it's wanting to be unruly. All right, so we're gonna do our old olive here, and then we're gonna do early espresso, and then I'm gonna need to run it through one more time with garden green. So I'm actually just gonna cut this off camera, but I'm afraid if I move it, I'll knock some of these off their deal. Such precious little set of dies. All right. So I've got my wood, my fish. There's a bunch of teeny fish, and then I've got my rocks and my fronds. Now I'm going to do one more set of fronds with the garden green. I'll punch out these fronds first. And we're going to run this through one more time. I don't think there's any other die cuts in this card. I've got a few, quite a few there. All right. So our online exclusive products are, they are just as described. They are only online. And if you don't know, if you're only looking in the catalog for Stampin' Up! Items, you are missing so much. You need to make sure that you get comfortable with looking online to see what fun stuff that we have there, because we have gobs of products over there. Used to, we would have one or two little things. Now we have whole suites. There is a Valentine's suite out there already, which is exciting. There is a stamp set with little like things that go together, like salt and pepper and milk and cookies. Very cute. There's the color wheel that helps you figure out what colors you're using while you're crafting. So definitely don't snooze on the online exclusives, and don't wait because they tend to go fast. So be warned. I think these otters are adorable. All right, I think I have all my die cut pieces now to create my card. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, got otters everywhere, is I'm actually going to go ahead and stick this piece down to my card. And I'm going to do that with just a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus on the corners of this piece of designer paper. It's very lightweight. It doesn't need a lot of leverage to stick down. I guess I cut this a little less than the card base for whatever reason, or maybe this piece was a little big. If that ever happens to you, just get your scissors out and trim it, or you can use your trimmer, but I actually have more luck dealing with something like this with just my regular scissors. So everything's fixable. All right, so I'm just going to start by tucking in my little otters, and I did choose to put a dimensional on my otter. So we'll start with this one up top. I put just a dimensional right here on their head, and then that way when I tucked them in, they just had a little bit of dimension to them. You see he's kind of popped up there. Now the little guy, I did not put a dimensional on him. I just tucked him in to this little slot, like so. He's looking at his mama. And then this guy, I did put a dimensional on him, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this sentiment first and get that settled to see where it needs to go. Let's see. And this would also be, I'm going to use Love You Lots, but You're Utterly Amazing would be adorable. And we're cute together. So whichever. Oh, look, I already have some things cut out. Okay, let's see. Love You Lots. And all we need is a piece of basic white. That is a half by, I don't know. We'll see how long it needs to be. But we'll start with a half. Oh, that's only got a scoring blade on it. That's bizarre. Let me get a different cutter out. Let's see what we do with our half. All right. And the color of ink I used here, I thought went with everything, was Early Espresso. It's one of my favorite colors for sentiments that really pops. And I'm just going to pop it there and then trim it down just to get it really tight in that window. But this looks like it's about 1 3/4 if you want to make yours. All right, so Love You Lots is also going to go up with dimensionals. So let's go ahead and get that placed, and we'll place our little critters around it. So let's do that here. All right, now this guy is going to tuck in to this slot. Let's make sure he doesn't show there. I want more of his little body out here. Love it. And then these guys, we're going to build this bottom part. So we will come over here to all of our die cuts. We have more die cuts. All right, this one is going to be stuck straight down to our card, right onto the bottom edge. And then we're going to go ahead and pop our rocks around. Here's one. Let's see, here's the other two. So that makes the coolest little texture on those dots or rocks. So we're going to tuck one back here, and then we're going to tuck one back here, and then we can actually pop this one up with a mini dimensional if I can find one. It's that Murphy's Law of dimensionals, is you always have the size you don't need next to you. Okay, well, you can also improvise and get a small dimensional by cutting off the little edge of these big dimensionals. So, oops, that's gray on both sides, I guess. Pretty cool. All right, so we're just going to put that guy right here. So we have some rocks here. And then we can pop our little duo of otters here. So cute. All right, and then we're just going to fill in with these fronds. Now this I'm going to tear off just a little bit, and I'm just going to get this bottom edge a little bit of sticky. We're going to tuck it. So we're just tucking all these fronds behind our otter. And this would actually be a good use of a mini glue dot. So I would just get the glue dot and stick it on there and then tuck it in. Oh, I guess I shouldn't cover up my Love You Lots, should I? Let's make that one a little smaller. You just play with it until it's like you like. And then this little guy goes here. And we've got two more. We've got another espresso frond back here. And then we can tuck. Let's go with a garden green one back behind. And then we've got one, we can tuck a little small one behind this rock. Get that snaggled right under there. Okay, so adorable. This one is, this is the balmy blue version of the card, and this is the pool party version. They both look good. They're a little different. I guess I could have shifted that up, but you can do it however you want there. A few other things that we have with this suite that I didn't put on the original card that I will see if I can find a spot for because they're so cute. This is our twine. It's called Lost Lagoon. I'll tell you exactly what it's called. Lost Lagoon Soft Cording. And it is exactly as described. It ties beautifully. And it's got a little Lost Lagoon business going on. So you definitely want that. Pop that. I'm just going to pop it right on the corner of this little sentiment here. And then you've got these river dots, river rocks, okay? So they come in 3 colors, and they are Lost Lagoon, Crumb Cake. I can't remember exactly what colors they are, but they're like Lost Lagoon and then like a crumb cake version and then like a basic white type of version. They all look great on these cards. I don't see the one. Oh, here's mine. So I think I'm going to like this version more. I'm going to put maybe one here. I'm going to put another one right here. And maybe a smaller one kind of right next to this one. Just to kind of give it a little shimmer and shine and a little dimension on that card. So you don't want to miss any of these little pieces for this suite. You want the whole suite. Just go in, get the stamp set, the dies, the designer paper, the ribbon, and these little river rocks before they sell out. You can shop at papermadeprettier.com. Oh, I know what I'm missing. All the little fish. That's what I'm missing. I knew the card looked different than its friend, but I just couldn't quite place it. So here what you're going to do is I'm actually going to give him this big fish to hold. I want him to have a big fish. He's a big guy. And then you're just going to take some glue and put dots like one. Let's put one here. This is good. This will fill in some of this empty space on my card. All right, so we've got this little pile of fish here, and we can just drop them on. They're swimming around in the ocean, very happy to be, or the river, playing with these little otters. Here's a teeny tiny one. It's so tiny. And here's one that's medium. He's going to be running away from that baby otter who's trying to play with him. Okay, now it's, oh, there's one more thing. I forgot. There's a little bubble stamp in here. And you're going to want to take, in this case, I will take Balmy Blue. Here I used Pool Party, so whatever background color you choose. And we're just going to add in some little Balmy Blue bubbles above our little otters. Because, you know, they're underwater. And these bubbles actually show up a little better than the Pool Party ones. So that's fun. Adorable. I'm going to do one I don't want to put it by his booty because it'll look like he's pooping. All right. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. So grab your otters, shop with papermadeprettier.com, go to the online exclusives part. I will put a link in this video and also in the YouTube as to where to shop for those. Now, here we go on our online exclusives parade. So I've made this little card as a swap. Super cute. These cards, this included, are ones that I copied straight from the Stampin' Up website. This one, I've used the colors and colored my pecan pie and some Lost Lagoon and some pretty peacock and colored that in. Here's a swap that I got with it. So adorable. A lot of us had that same idea to use those, whatchamacallits, as backgrounds. Sea fronds, whatever. This is a cute little fun fold. Oh, it's so adorable. All right, and then we have a stamp set that is called... I don't remember what it's called, and it's not in my box here, but you'll see it in the online exclusives. It's got milk and cookies. It's got salt and pepper. So cute. Here are a bunch of cards using the Valentine's Suite. So you've got some dies that cut out hearts that are stitched, which you're going to need. You've got this marbly designer paper, which is fabulous. Oh, here's the milk and cookies. It's a card that I made for swaps. Another one. There's a cute wedding set. Very cute with dies. And then this is the hibiscus dies and this gorgeous folder. This card wowed me. So those are all cards using the online exclusives. Other items, we've got this color coach. For Valentine's, we have little treat bags that are both big and small, and they just open to be like the cutest little things. Very adorable. You've got a little bigger size and a smaller size. A couple of other stamp sets. We've got Sharing, Loving, Crafting, if you're one that likes to put the things on the back when you make a card. And there's an embossing folder. We have some heart-shaped gold embellishments that goes with the Valentine stuff, and then this gold trim. So, so much. Treat yourself today, and you can get crafty with our Otterly Amazing Suite. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.